Hello and welcome. This is Vilonia Eagles softball on the Vilonia High School page. Connor Hudgens, Chris Lacey for this exciting conference doubleheader against Beebe.
Good afternoon, Connor. We've been waiting on this one all year.
Well,
conference rival Beebe.
You always get up and ready to play when Beebe comes to town.
Yeah, we said before it doesn't matter if they're playing checkers. We're going to get up for this one.
This is an exciting game. We're hyped and ready. The 1-0 fouled back. Beebe sporting the maroon jerseys today.
Did the camera survive that foul ball?
It did. 1-1. Rowan starting today at pitcher.
Tatum Howell for Beebe. In the box on the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes on her. Strike 1 looking, and we'll strike 1 swinging.
The 1-2. Slapped over to Reed. Reed, the ground ball. Over to Sal. Gets the first out of the game.
Always good to get the lead off better.
Love to see it. Here's Phoebe Caldwell.
I did about 3 hours of homework on this Beebe team to get all this stuff, and then I forgot it. So Kim's printing it off and bringing it to me. It may be an inning or two before I get it.
That's hilarious. I did a little bit of homework. This Beebe team is really good. Started the season off 13-0. Started the season off 15-0 as the 1-0 is grounder over to Toll through the glove, and Caldwell will get on. But like I said, they started off 15-0 this year and lost 3 straight in Pea Ridge.
Right. And here's Lexi Delaney, number 7. She's had a hit in all but 2 games this year. In fact, at one point she was 10 or 12 games in a row. She's been the leading batter for Beebe. She's had 28 hits.
So now you don't have your stuff. You're just going off the dome right now.
I remember that.
You're going off the dome. This is what you're doing.
I remember that.
Check swing will be a strike. 0-1.
She's almost doubled all other batters in hits.
Beautiful weather today. Rained a little bit earlier, around 2 o'clock. That one's fouled back. Be 0-2 now. The 0-2 to Delaney.
Outside, good waste. Got 1 to burn there. Got a couple to burn. You don't want to give her anything to drive with a runner on. You want to get out with a bloodless inning here.
Yeah, this is a Nichols State commit. Fouled back 1-2. One and 2. The Nichols State commit, Lexi Delaney. The pitch from Rowan. Hit to the left side, going to be foul.
Can you see first base on there?
No, just a little bit to the right will be good.
Whoa.
Dealing with a new tripod tonight, so this could be a little shaky. Here we go. Yeah, there we go.
Well, now I'm tilted a little bit, but
1-2. To the Nichols State commit, Lexi Delaney. Another foul ball to the left side. This one's going to be out of play.
She's late. They need to learn from it. Nita needs to be ready in left field. That's 2 in a row she's been late on. Nice changeup.
Hit at the middle, past Toll. And Cates will field it, gets it in.
That ball's almost caught. It was just spinning right away from Toll there.
And these Lady Eagles are fired up for this game. They are very, very excited. They know how much this will matter. So if you sweep Beebe today, you've got a chance to get the 1 seed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, the 800-pound gorilla Benton standing in the way,
Yes.
undefeated on the year.
Yes. Undefeated in conference. They've got 2 losses out of conference, I think, so not as big of a gorilla as you'd say.
Well, one of them was the #1 team in the country.
You're thinking of Bentonville.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of Bentonville. Okay, all right.
I forget who Benton's losses are to. Eagles are coming in here today 19-3, 13-1 in conference. Still undefeated at home. The pitch. Strike 1.
Frankie Caldwell.
Twin sister. Oh, 1, right back to Rowan.
Out up the middle.
And ball gets past Cates. The throw not in time, so that will score.
They're going to have to
Caldwell.
They're going to have to settle down, Connor. That's not our normal defense right there.
It's not. I mean, we, just a little not awake there. It's all right. I mean, we'll be okay. Alexis Lucas
Scored a single. He gets up the middle. That ball was almost stopped by Lindley in the circle.
Well, if it gets stopped by Cates, that holds up Caldwell at third. The coach had already said, hey, we're not going on this. Okay? Nikki King said, we're not going here. You're holding up. Here's Alexis Lucas. Pitch fouled off into the Beebe dugout. The 0-1. Fouled back out of play. This game right here is so highly contested. You got 2 seed and 3 seed in conference. Vilonia 13-1. Beebe 10-2. Alexis Lucas has 15 strikeouts on the year as a batter.
More than double any other Lady Badger.
But she's got 25 hits to back it up.
She got 16 hits.
16.
She got 16 hits and 10 RBIs.
It's middle of the pack for this team at 16. Here's the 1-2 from Rowan. In there. Backwards K for Lindley Rowan.
Brings up Haley Schellenbarger, who's had 7 strikeouts, a couple doubles, a couple triples, 17 hits on the year.
Schellenbarger, a really good player.
Strike 1.
Oh and 1. Got a runner on second. The 0-1, great breaking ball right there from Rowan, making it 0-2.
Connor, not just a whole lot of power in this Beebe lineup, only 4 home runs on the year as opposed to 14 from the Lady Eagles.
We've seen that in 2-game series. The 0-2.
Oh, Lindley was walking in the dugout. She thought she had that one.
It's close.
Thought she had that one. Lady Eagles are plus 112 in RBI, so clearly a lot more extra base hitting.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Eagles heading to the bottom of the first, but not after.
Lindley needed that after a little bit of a shaky start on the pitching and the defense, both. And so we settled down, got 2 strikeouts back to back. Now we got to get up here and hit the ball.
Not after Beebe scores the first run. Heading to the bottom of the first. Senior shortstop Lila Toll up to bat. Lexi Delaney, been All-State, All-Conference 3 years in a row. She's in the circle. Inside to Toll. Want to know the pitch. High and inside to Toll.
So Lexi and Jordan Ledford have been the number 1 and 2 pitchers for the year for the Lady Badgers. Jordan's pitched 64 innings and Lexi 55, so right there together.
You know, Chris, today I had the privilege of calling some American Midwest Conference softball for the NAIA.
Very nice.
And what I noticed was a single by Toll. What I noticed is that their chants between the teams are the exact same chants, except they might be a beat off of each other. Like, we'd go really quick on some of ours, but then, like, some of the college teams would go half a beat slower, you'd see. Like, it's crazy. You'd all say the same thing, but then one would be, like, a little bit faster, a little bit slower. I thought that was really interesting.
We had this weekend, my daughter Ella Kate stayed in the dugout with the 10U Blast team all weekend and taught them some new chants, taught them some of these big girl high school chants.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're tired of hearing the I smell pepper and, hey, number 3 looking at me and some of these old tired things. We taught the young girls some of these new big girl chants.
Want to know to Cates. Delaney's pitch, swinging a miss.
Big swing by Cates.
Congrats to Olivia Cates. Last night, didn't sign, but committed to University of Arkansas Monticello.
Did see that. Congratulations to Olivia Cates.
That's big for her.
4-year program.
And the D2 ranks in the Great American Conference.
We've been kind of waiting on that,
yeah,
knowing that she's going to go somewhere.
The 1-1 hit to the left
go
center.
Ball, go.
Ball's going to get caught, and Toll go back to first. But I was talking to her about it yesterday, and I was like, look, because she told me there might be a possibility she'd commit that night. I was like, okay, what, why so early? You still got the rest of the junior year and senior year. But she said, and I hadn't even thought about it, if you wait till the end of your senior year, you are 2 months away from going to college, if you think about it. And I'm like, you know what, now that you put it that way, that's pretty smart. And you want to get it over with, you can always transfer up. Honestly, I think she's that kind of a talent. A Sal gets a single up the middle.
Absolutely, she could play there a couple of years and transfer. And think about this. She's 1 year from right now. As soon as the high school season's over, she can go start working out.
Yeah,
with her college team.
One out, bottom of the first. Kelly steps in, takes strike 1.
I'm really at a disadvantage here. I've positioned myself where I cannot see the pitches. I may have to stand up and move, or I'm going to have to scoot next to you and get Bookie out of the way here.
0-1. Foul ball by Kelly, and the left fielder, I believe that's...
She was in foul territory, but she did make the catch for the second out.
Beebe's got a two-headed monster in the pitching realm with Lexi Delaney, who's on the mound right now, or in the circle right now, and then Jordan Leffert. Likely see her either late this game or next game.
Lefford's had quite a few more strikeouts, but otherwise their statistics are pretty similar as far as hits and walks.
Toll advancing to third, and she'll get there.
She's going to score.
Gets past her. Toll coming home. Not in time. That's aggressive base running. That's an Eagle run.
Well, I know the Lady Badgers have been so concerned about Toll on the base pass and delayed stealing and whatnot. She just straight up stole that base, and then they couldn't handle the ball and scored on the play. Sal moves up to second.
1-0.
She is a terror on the base pass.
The softball IQ from not just her, but this entire team on the base pass is off the charts. Right there, it caused a bad throw. They weren't ready for it. Then Toll ended up scoring, tying the ball game up 1-1.
I can tell you right now, this one sitting beside us, in between us, is going to be the same way. She is an absolute terror on the base pass.
You've got to.
At 9 years old, she's already learned how to slide around the backside of tags and around the bags. Sliding head first. Her only problem is sometimes she doesn't listen.
The 2-0. Fouled back. That's off the brand new brand new locker
field
room.
house locker room there. Did you get to go look at the locker room, Bookie, when you went in there?
I know I did.
On Pee Wee night? It's really nice.
I did.
Super, super nice.
I snuck in as a Pee Wee kid, and it's the best in the state, I would say,
Absolutely.
for high school ranks. The 2-1. High 3-1 to Linnea McLaughlin.
That's the team.
3-1 to Linnea McLaughlin. So take strike 2.
Fills up the count. Would love to see Sal be able to get around here. Linnea can hit it anywhere in the park or out.
She can hit it off the scoreboard.
Wind blowing in here tonight, and that's kind of advantage Beebe because they don't hit many home runs anyway. So that
helps them out a little bit.
Helps them out a little bit. Maybe it'll die down here later on.
Full count. Pitch. Hit off the end of the bat. Delaney fires over first, and that'll be the out. Toll with smart base running ties this ball game up in the bottom of the first. Maddie Jones, the leadoff. She's an Arkansas State commit. And there's strike 1. Yeah, I saw this, Chris, and I was like, there's 6-hole or 8.
7 here. Maddie's
7-hole an Arkansas State commit.
Wow,
this is crazy. I mean, she's
and I don't know anything about the kid. Coming back.
She might have been injured a lot because she doesn't have many stats. 9 hits on the year.
Right. That's what I was going off of. Now I've got a Maddie Ray. Oh, there's Maddie Jones. Yes. She doesn't have a lot of stats. 2 strikeouts, 1 double, 7 RBIs, 9 hits. So she.
The 0-2 swing and a miss.
Hadn't been in there.
Lindley.
First out.
With the strikeout.
Be great if we could get 7 innings out of Rowan.
And then you get Brown for the next one.
But if not, we at least need to get through preferably 3 or 4.
You've got 3 girls who can really go at it. There's a hit to center. Kate's underneath it, and she'll get the out. That's out number 2. Kylie Wooten flew out to center.
Yeah, so Philip Toll and I were talking about that. You know, if we could I feel like we've got 3 really good varsity pitchers, and I feel like they have 2. So if we can get to one of theirs and spread ours out, we're going to be in good shape.
I would say, I mean, obviously Lexi Delaney and Jordan Leffert, just because they're older, I think they're right now better than our 2.
They just hadn't had anybody else pitch much.
Yeah, right now they're better than our 2, I would say. But next year, I will say Lindley and Kinley will be better than
Well, Lindley's improved tremendously from last year.
Well, and even just this season. I mean, she's able to locate her breaking ball better. She's getting ahead in counts.
Last year she had trouble getting the changeup over a strike. This year she's gotten it over a strike very effectively.
Just shows you that.
That happens a lot. I mean, between a sophomore and junior year, a lot of growth mentally.
It just shows you the amount of improvement and work she's put in. 1-2.
This little curveball for strike 2.
One and two, 2 outs. The pitch from Rowan. Hit right back to Rowan. Flips it over to Sal in the inning.
Very nice.
Heading to the bottom of the second. No damage done.
And I think the difference in our lineup is it doesn't get any worse as you go down.
No.
So
we shall see. We've got Chamblee coming up.
All right, here we are back. Kendall Chamblee. Her first bat of the game. Lexi Delaney in the circle for the Lady Badgers. First pitch fouled off left side, out of play. I don't remember the numbers. You just got to wait on Connor to get back to tell us because I don't remember what the numbers are. I think number 1 is a ball, number 2 is a strike. Let's see. Yep. We need to reset the outs on there. Ball low to Chamblee. You just need to reset the outs. I got the strikes on there. Should be bottom 2. Oh, I don't know what happened.
1-1.
Our camera's off up here, Connor.
Let's see if I can fix it.
It's off up here.
Oh, wow. One and two to Chamblee.
Can you see anything on there?
Yeah, we need to shut the camera. I think it's 2-2 now. That ball outside from Delaney. Two and two, Delaney. The Nichols State commit.
I don't know what happened there.
Got it back. I think we didn't have it plugged in, and so it wasn't ran off its battery until it died. We got 2-2 to Chamblee. Her first time starting the lineup in a couple games. She had Sarah Kate Steele in. It's good to see her back in the lineup,
the left side. That's 3 foul balls for Kendall.
You can kind of see her frustration as against Conway in the JV lineup. She goes and hits a leadoff triple.
I'm getting some fan feedback. Said video is blank, battery is low.
Well, now we're good.
2-2
to Chamblee. The pitch.
Ball low.
Low, making it 3-2.
Get the leadoff runner on base.
Base hitter, ball 4, says Coach Smith.
Absolutely.
Or not Smith, Sullivan.
Mize done. Oh, was that Sullivan?
Yeah, Sullivan.
Okay. Yeah, Smith on third, Mize on first.
The full count pitch. Grounder over to second. Chambly couldn't beat it out.
She wasn't far from beating it out. She's pretty fast down the line. Just a little chopper. Good to see she was out in front of the pitch. So.
Good to see it, though. She's been behind a lot.
Did Sal have on her gloves? I didn't see when she came up the first time.
I didn't either.
She got a hit. She must have been wearing it.
Dead ball hits
Got her,
Reed. And
got her on the
Reed-
hands. Got her on the elbow, Blue says.
Today, Chris, I saw a ball hit off the end of a bat, like the bottom of a bat, and it popped right up to the pitcher.
Oh, wow.
And so the pitcher
Foul ball
caught
caught. Yeah, or not foul ball. It's a
fair
ball in
ball
play
from there.
caught, yeah.
it. And, of course, parents and fans who didn't know what they're talking about did not know what that was, and they're
Yeah.
getting mad. It's like, it hit her in the hands.
Well, I saw one in college. Ball went over the batter's head, but he had his bat up, and it hit the bat, and it went forward just in front of the plate, and the catcher shucked his mask and dove out in front of the plate and caught it.
Wow. It doesn't get much better than that as Dita Porterfield going with an arm sleeve today.
A little foul ball down third base side.
It looked like she was trying to slap it there.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a check swing or slap. I wasn't paying that much attention, but it did have that look to it.
0-1, one out. Reed on first. Delaney the pitch.
I can't even tell when the pitch is coming, the way that umpire's standing. I can't get in a position to see. Just went dead in my...
Lefty here.
Yep. I bumped something in it.
I don't know what you did, but we're still here 0-2. Porterfield. The pitch. Tried to slap it to the left side.
There we go. No. That's better. No. Now I'm dead.
This is weird. I
Check.
have no idea what's happening. We're just in our right ear here. We'll figure it out later. This is weird. 0-2.
Yeah, I'm just in my right ear.
Doesn't matter to y'all at home, but we're having a very weird situation. 0-2. The pitch to Porterfield.
She can
Spinning.
beat that out.
Over to first.
Oh.
Can't beat it out. But Reed advances to second. Savannah King.
Number 2, Savannah King.
Savannah King.
We are now?
No, we still got one out.
Two out.
Two out, excuse me. 2 out pitch. Fly to center, and getting track was Tatum Howell. She'll end the inning. Bottom of the second.
Top of the third.
Top of the third. Gosh. Breaking ball. Close. But this is Tatum Howell who got the fly out to end the inning. In the bottom of the second. The 1-0. High. Good job by Kelly to grab it, even though there's nobody on base.
Trying to do you a favor. I thought I was about to sneeze there, so I took my headset off. I'm sure the crowd didn't want to hear a sneeze into the microphone.
Well, and I would have to differentiate which microphone is which from now on because it would have not been good for me to put that microphone on. 2-0, now 3-0.
Oh, the dust and pollen getting to me lately.
I've been good as of late.
Swing and a miss.
So 3-1.
On a 3-0 count. And that ball was outside, and they gave her the green light. She swung an outside pitch and missed it. Tried to slap it and missed it.
You seem like all of these people, all these lefties, there's a slap over the left side. Like I was going to say, all these lefties have been trying to slap hit, and that's the first time it's worked.
And that's what they do. I mean, you can look at all these hits, 115 hits.
Or RBIs.
But only 27 and 8 doubles and triples and 4 home runs. So 31, 39 minus 50. So basically, 75% of their hits have been singles.
Wow.
'87 Phoebe Caldwell.
There's a bunt, and Rowan went over to cover third.
Coach
That
Sullivan
is
not happy with the coverage. I don't know if they didn't catch the play call there.
Yeah, Rowan went straight to
Bunt was
third.
Successful.
That's stuff like that irks you. I mean, you could had an easy out at a first or second.
She must have thought they were calling, to try to get the runner at third there, but the runner was on first, moving up from first to second. So I'm not sure who was supposed to cover the middle of the field there. Clearly, that was a design play that she thought had been called. Otherwise, she wouldn't have just automatically gone over there. Ball high to Lexi Delaney.
Forgot to mention it, but this is basically the same lineup you've seen all year. Sal at first, Savannah King, the freshman, at second. Lila Toll, short. Reed at third. Rowan, the pitch.
Nice change up. Fouled off.
Making it 1-1 to Delaney. Kelly, the catcher. Dita Porterfield in the left. Cates in center. You got Chambly, the only really changed today in right. Well, she's been in right a lot this year.
Most of the year, yeah. We had Sarah Kate
Steele the last couple games.
Played the Conway game and a little in Sylvan Hills.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Big swing by Lexi.
This game.
She's Nicholls State.
Yeah, Nicholls State commit. This game comes after a 7-3 victory for the Eagles against Conway. The 1-2. Fouled back. And this is also Valley View and Beebe played Friday at Valley View. So everybody and their mama's going to Valley View.
I watched that game. Valley View was up 2-0, and Beebe tied it up and then took the lead in the 6th.
5-2. Beebe ended up winning. That one's fouled back. 1-2. Delaney still battling. Rowan, the pitch, hit. Porterfield underneath it, spinning to her left into foul territory. She grabs it. And
runner does not advance. Good job, Dita Porterfield.
Deters him from advancing. 1 out.
Posted up under that in position to make the throw quickly to get it to third. Stop the runner from moving up. That could turn into be a big out right there.
Figured out where she's going to school. Jackson State's in Jackson, Tennessee. I thought it was the Jackson State that Deion Sanders used to coach at. But it's a little
Florida,
bit different.
Wasn't it?
No, it was in Mississippi. In Jackson, Mississippi. This is in Jackson, Tennessee. So I was all messed up about it. 1-0. Pop up. Reed underneath it, calls everybody off, and she will get the second out.
Good.
Eagles seem to have cleaned up the defense after a couple errors in the first.
I think they were just a little antsy that first inning.
Had to be. 2 outs.
They really want these 2 games.
So bad. I mean, I was talking to a couple of the girls, like, you don't know how bad we want to sweep them. I said, yeah, I know. I'm going to bring a broom tonight. I didn't have time to grab a broom. If we do sweep them, I will find a way to get a broom out somewhere.
I'm sure there's one at concession stand.
I'll find something. 1-0.
It's Alexis Lucas.
Pitch from Rowan. Hit to center. Now Toll underneath it. Kate calls her off.
Calls everybody off. There's a good lesson for you youngsters at home. Center fielder has priority over every player on the field.
Every player.
And you saw Toll going out calling for that ball, left field coming in calling for that ball, and Junior Olivia Case said, no. This is mine. I got it. Makes the catch.
You saw some troubles with that early on in the year. You see Toll calling a lot of people off, and then it wouldn't. I mean,
so shortstop's got priority
everybody off
over everybody in the infield, but the outfielders got priority over the infield.
Yes, and you'd see it us having miscommunication between. You know, a lot of times Savannah King would call it off, and then Toll's like, no, I got it. And then there was one missed ball. But anyways, looks like they've got that under wraps. Our fielding troubles from first seem to be over.
We get back to the top of the order.
Back to the top, the Eagles are Lila Toll, the Baylor signee. Lexi Delaney still in the circle.
Inside ball 1. She's swinging that OG ghost, Brooklyn.
1-0.
She's swinging that Easton OG ghost.
The 1-0 fouled off.
What's all the dust coming from behind center field?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it smoke?
Oh, it's just in that one spot behind the.
I'm not smelling anything.
Behind the flagpole back there.
I'm not smelling anything. 2-1. Delaney the pitch. Popped up. Underneath it.
That's
the third baseman. Frankie Caldwell will get the out.
That's one she's going to wish she had back. That ball was up in the zone, right down the middle. She just missed it.
Here comes Olivia Cates, the newly UAM commit.
He's flied out to left field. He's got the blue and white Bruce Bolt gloves, the Bruce Bolt elbow guard, and shin guard.
Swing and a miss on the breaking ball from Delaney.
Way out front of that. That was an off-speed pitch. Got her way out front.
The 1-1. Low. The stands are pretty crowded today. It's not as near as crowded as it was last week.
Right. I don't have my radar with me. I left it in my backpack from the weekend, Connor. I was going to see what she's throwing.
The 2-1. Low. 3-1 now. If you're Cates, you've got to find something you really, really want to hit if you're going to swing here.
Right. You can't take a chance of swinging at ball 4. Need a base runner.
– 3-1, fouled to the BB side, making it a full count.
A little bit low and outside, but probably would have been a strike anyway. A lot of room down that left field line.
Hit down the right field
just
line.
Foul. Just foul. Out front of that pitch.
Ever so close there.
That would have been 2.
It would have been 2,
bases
maybe 3. The full count pitch, 1 out to Cates.
Did you have any help over at CBC today?
I didn't. It was really, really weird. Fly ball to the left.
Ball.
Underneath it is Schallenbarger.
Brings up Raylan Kelly.
Yeah, I had no help today, and so it's really weird. I had more notes than I've ever had in my life because all their stats are ready available.
Oh, right, yeah.
Online,
Yeah,
and some stories, and so I was well prepared.
These high school stats are hard to come by.
Yes.
Have to go game by game.
When you don't know if they're accurate either.
No, you don't have any idea.
2 outs. That had some great movement there. Chris moved in to Sal. The 0-1, Sal with 2 outs. She got on earlier.
Yeah, Mr. Toll and I were looking at some stats from some teams earlier in the season, and it was like, I don't remember, it was Mount St. Mary's and somebody or whatever, and if you looked at one of them's game changer, there was 8 or 9 errors. And on the other side of the game changer, where the other team scored it, all hits.
So it's up to the score.
Right, so they get to decide, whoever's running the game changer is putting in whatever they think it is. It's not necessarily the official score, whether be a hit or an error, but so it could be vastly different from one person to the other.
2-1, fouled back. Scared me.
You jumping for? We got a net over there.
We do. I jumped today, and there was a chain link fence, so the fence didn't even move, and I was still jumping. The net moves a little bit.
Yes, it does have some flex to it, as we saw it broke our camera leg last week.
Bottom of the 3rd, 3-1 count to Sal. In there, making it a full count.
Yep. It's a good pitch by Lexi right on the black there.
Full count, 2 outs. This is Emma Sal. Lexi Delaney, the pitch. Low, and Sal will waltz on over to first.
2-out walk. Those will come back and bite you. In this case, we hope it does. Raylan Kelly steps up.
Next up for your Lady Eagles, number 34, Raylan Kelly.
Let's go, Ray. Scoreboard time.
Kelly, the Three Rivers signee, stepping in.
Inside on her. That's really not the place you want to pitch, Kelly. I'm just telling you. But
I know.
I hope they do. She turns on one, it could go a long way. That's where they're going. They're going inside on her.
2-0 to Kelly.
Both pitches low and in.
I'm ready for a big eyes call. I'm ready to see
We may
us
get one
swing
here.
away.
I don't know with 2 outs if he gets a 3-0 count.
2-0. High 3-0. Sal.
Would you say that these next two, that Kelly and McLaughlin, are probably your most power hitters in this lineup? Would you say that Kelly and McLaughlin are your two most powerful hitters in the lineup? Maybe Toll as well.
Chandler's got some pop, but you've seen more power out of Kelly and McLaughlin. You can just look at their spot in the order.
Kelly's more of a line drive, double, triple hitter. Now she has hit home run.
All that to say, they're in your 4 or 5 spot. They're most likely going to be there. Your best power hitters.
Inside again as she turns on it and pulls it out into the parking lot.
Full count.
Two strikes, 2 outs. Need to move a runner.
Delaney looks at her armband for the pitch call. The pitch.
It's
low, and Kelly will walk.
Wrong.
Back-to-back walks for Delaney and the Badgers.
I feel like they kind of pitched around it there, but I may be wrong. Move Sal up into scoring position.
Notice one thing I noticed about the NAIA today is there's no courtesy runners in the NAIA ranks.
None at all.
So a pitcher got on. She didn't have a courtesy runner with 2 outs, and the catcher didn't either. So I don't know.
So they didn't. They weren't flexing the pitcher. The pitcher actually got it.
Well, the pitcher can flex, but then there was one today that didn't flex, and it was a home run that she hit. So I was like, okay, that's why you did not flex her. Right. It was a home run.
Right. Yeah. So, by the way, when we last met, Shadur Sanders had not yet been drafted. He finally got drafted, on Sunday?
Yes.
It was
Saturday.
Late Saturday?
Yeah.
5th round.
Did you hear about the prank call?
Yeah.
That's got to suck.
Oh, yeah.
Delaney has some movement in towards the batter. You see that pitch? It moved ever so slightly towards McLaughlin. It could move into the zone.
We do some live at bats sometimes up at the yard in Beebe, and high school pitchers come in from all different schools and organizations.
Blooper hit. Oh, and a great catch.
That was a good catch.
What a catch by Phoebe Caldwell. As you were saying, Chris?
Well, they get pitchers in from all over, and I've got to see Lexi pitch quite a bit.
She is from
the Beebe team, and LK's gone up there. LK's got a hit off over in the cage before last year as a freshman. That's very interesting. You get to see some of these pitchers and bat against them out of season,
Eagles looking to stay 1-1 as we head to the top of the 4th. Top of the 4th, we are. Haley Schellenbarger up to bat.
You got the 6, 7, 8, 9 up for the Lady Badgers. The game is flying by. I think we all had hopes that this wouldn't be a close game.
Yeah.
But we all kind of knew it would be, right? These two really good softball teams. And it means a lot to both of them. They're both going to give it everything they got. As we saw the diving catch Diving catch from Phoebe Caldwell there to end the inning just a minute ago.
One big game, or one big doubleheader tonight in the 5A Central. Benton and Sylvan Hills playing.
Oh, that is a good one.
At Sylvan.
That is big because if Sylvan Hills
steals a win,
they've got to, if they don't win at least one or maybe both, that brings Maumelle back in the picture, I think.
Yes. Well, Maumelle's already back in the picture, I think. If you look at the standings,
I haven't kept up with it.
You've got Maumelle at the 4 spot already.
At 10-4. So if Sylvan loses, that kind of knocks them out for sure. They put them at 8-7. Who's Maumelle got left?
They've got Jacksonville tonight.
That'll be 2 wins for sure.
And then they've got Beebe on Friday. 2-2 now.
And then Beebe on Friday, so that could put them 10-4 possibly. Well, actually it'd be 12-4, I guess.
Fouled back.
2-2.
2-2.
Good job by Rowan after being down 2 balls, no strikes. She's even the count here.
Benton up 3-0 in the middle of the 4th. It's at Sylvan.
Yeah, Sylvan's going to have a hard time with Benton. They're a good team, but Benton's pretty strong.
Carissa found a gem in the concession stand.
I see a
Pibb.
Mr.
Pibb.
Now you're normally on the Dr. Pepper Zero with me.
No,
and
I
now
am.
You're on the,
I
now you
didn't-
just went to the 140 calorie Pibb.
I didn't stop by the house, and then I see Pibb in there. You have to get Pibb when you see Pibb.
Some people don't like it. Some people say it's communist Dr. Pepper.
Communist Dr. Pepper. 2-2 hit over to Chambly, and she
Good
dives
catch.
and
Good
gets it.
catch.
Chambly just trotted over there and realized, okay, this ball is blowing back in. The wind gusted.
The way she was going was like she was just a routine play. Then all of a sudden we had to dive for it, but she made the catch.
2-2, 1 out now.
Maddie Jones. What I can't figure out is the DP for the Badgers has got more than almost double the strikeouts of any other player on the team. She must have some power. She's at 1 home run. Strike 1 swing.
Strike 1
2
to
doubles,
Jones.
no triples. 10 RBIs.
The 0-1. Looper to Toll.
Right.
She gets it.
F6 for second out. Beebe's got a lot of kids. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 bench players over here.
Wow.
Oh, I hadn't told you this. A couple cool things about this. There's 3 kids on this team that used to play together with a couple of the Vilonia girls.
Well, and you've got it.
One of them left the team recently. But we got Kaylin Anderson.
Strike 1.
And Tegan Blood, who got out of the game for a while, and glad to see that she's back on the softball team and back into softball.
Well, and it's grueling now. Softball is year-round, and just about as like every sport. And so it's hard to find breaks, and it's hard to keep up with in the classroom and stuff. And so
at one point, Tegan and Ella Kate and Kaylin and Kendall Chambly were all on the same blast team together at one point. Years ago, it's been there when they were little.
1-1. That's hit to center. Kate's behind it. Gets over, and it holds her at first just because of how good the throw from Kate's was.
Couldn't see. Was it
misread off the glove? I mean, she was in the right spot. It just a little over her left shoulder.
Hit the wall. She was right on top of it. She was almost up against the wall.
She might have been playing for some wind, and the wind didn't help her.
Maybe it looks like the flag's pretty limp out there right now.
High.
We got Riley King.
She said,
yeah, who would have thought that four kids on that little 8U team way back in 2017 would all be playing against each other in a high school game now? It's pretty cool.
Strike 1. Riley King tied for the team lead in doubles with 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Peyton Wiles wasn't on that team, too. I can't remember.
The 1-1 popped up. Sal calls her off, and that is the third out of the inning.
Done.
Good job there by the girls. No scoring. We're going to the bottom of the fourth.
All right, I'm ready to see some hits.
Here's Chambly leading off the bottom of the fourth.
Chambly singled to the second base.
Outside.
I'm glad you know where it was because I never saw the ball at all.
Okay, Chris, are those lumberjack gloves? Those aren't real batting gloves, are they?
No. Those are like, yeah, those are work gloves, leather work gloves. Some of the kids are doing that these days.
That's kind of crazy. I mean,
well, they don't wear out.
No. Want to know if they work
I've
for.
always thought, if you see a kid come up to the plate with lumberjack gloves, you got to kind of be scared,
afraid.
Don't you? Instills fear in the opponent.
And sometimes the no batting gloves can either mean you're a really scary player to play against or you're not the best. No offense up there, but I mean, just how it is. That ball is fair. Chambly couldn't beat it out.
That was close.
She stepped all the way to the back of the bag. If she would have stepped on the front of the bag, I think she would have been there.
That was a great stretch by the first baseman over there, Callie Wooten. Made a great stretch to get a ball. She catches that ball as far out into the field as possible to get the ball before the foot hits the bag. If she stands up straight and waits on that ball to come to her, Kendall's safe. We got a right-handed batter I can see now.
Say
she went a little bit low. She tried to check it up, couldn't stop.
0-1 with one out. Reed has been consistently hitting singles all year long. The 0-1. Checked. She checked that. Looks back.
Checked that one that time.
Umpire call safe. One. Lexi Delaney, the Nichols State commit.
They're keeping it low on Reed, aren't they? I've got a in-game stat in my mind, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it. Two-one count. Gets away from
2-2
from Delaney. Her first sign of
weakness.
Well, I don't know if it's called weakness. The first sign of that she's human here. She had hit the one single pitch that hadn't been just barely outside the zone.
I got to thinking,
she pitched a great game here about 2 weeks ago against Maumelle.
The 2-2.
Ball ripped down the line.
Oh,
you've got to be kidding me. All right, umpire.
Well, Coach Smith called it. He's like, He's like, oh,
Now, I got
it's
a question
foul.
for you because you umpire games.
Okay.
If it crosses third base in fair territory, but banana peels into
It's
foul
gotta hit the
territory,
ground
still a fair
first.
ball.
It's got to hit the ground first, though.
Okay, you're the umpire. You're telling me.
I have had it
I
to
thought
where
it landed on the line.
No, I mean, I don't know. It was close. I had it where it hits fair, and then it rolled all the way out of foul territory at the end of the fence.
Sure, yeah.
You saw Chambly's, her hit back, spin backwards. But spin back into play. It was going to be foul. Spin backwards, and Reed gets caught looking.
Well, there went my in-game stat that I didn't
Yeah.
want to say to jinx it, but I was going to say she hadn't had a strikeout yet. So it didn't matter that I didn't say it. It happened anyway.
Next up here,
All right,
Eagles,
Dita.
Number 6, Dita Porterfield.
2 outs.
Left-handed batter, and I got to scoot over to my left here. Still can't see it.
Oh. Sylvan Hills has got runners on. Or no, Benton's got runners on in the top of the 5th. The 1-0. To Porterfield. High.
Two-out rally.
I'm fine with it, huh? We've had a lot of them this year.
Get Dita on here. Let Savvy slap one to the outfield and then back to the top of the line. That's the way I see it going in my mind.
Okay. 2-0. Strike one. Two and one to the Jackson State signee.
Wind coming in pretty good out there, a little gust.
Nowhere near as bad as Valley View. 2-1 takes it for 3-1. Oh,
We won't ever see anything bad as Valley View. I hope not, anyway. I'm still getting dust out of my eyes from that game. You just said that made me feel like I had dust in my eyes. All right, Dita. Be picky here.
strike two.
Full count to Dita Porterfield. Senior. Leader of this team. One of the leaders.
Up the middle, right back to Delaney. And that's the third out. No two-out rally for the Eagles this time. No scores in the fourth. This is Vilonia Eagles softball on the Vilonia High School YouTube page. Tatum Howell, the center fielder, steps in, top of the 5th. Got a pitching change. Kenley Brown, the freshman, steps in. Howell trying to slap it over Toll's head. The 0-1. Fouled back.
Uh-oh.
0-2. Oh and 2 here to Tatum Howell. The pitch. Just outside. 1 and 2. That one's fouled back. You've got that camera position really weird, but it looks straight on here.
Yeah, it is. Don't ask.
If you could see it at home, the tripod is really in a weird spot.
Please
but
don't hit
looks
it
straight.
again.
It looks straight on the feed.
What did I miss? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Like I missed 3 pitches messing with that thing.
1-1, still the score,
Yeah,
top of the 5th.
If we get to this inning, we're going to have to readjust.
A 2-2 pitch, dribbled over to Toll. And
no play.
No play, couldn't get there in time.
Little infield slap.
That's just a perfect hit there.
That is. Tatum's been really solid this year. 25 hits on the year, second only to Lexi Delaney. Solid leadoff hitter. Gonna get Phoebe Caldwell.
Dribbler.
She almost
Sal
ran into it.
To King.
Savvy's there.
Gets the out.
Moved up the runner. Sal crashed really, really hard on that.
Number 7, Lexi Delaney.
Nice play. We expected Beebe to do quite a bit of bunting.
Here's number 7, Lexi Delaney, who is in the front of the box.
She's not scared to bunt either. She's got some speed.
The 1-0. Low, making it 2-0.
Kenley Brown in, top of the 5th inning.
Greenbrier will likely pick up 2 wins tonight against Parkview. There's the 2-1.
Strike on the outside part of the plate. Right on the black.
And honestly, Greenbrier barely has a chance. Maumelle, we would have to sweep. No. Strike 2. Maumelle would have to lose.
Does Greenbrier have in
They've got
conference?
7.
They have 6, 7? Okay, yeah, I think they're
basically out.
on the
Sylvan
outside
Hills.
looking in.
Sylvan Hills is really the only team that has a shot. Maumelle's up on Jacksonville double digits right now. As King flips it over to Sal.
Third.
Couldn't get over the
Not in
third.
time.
Got 2 outs though.
That's okay. So runner moves to third. It makes no difference
Frankie Caldwell.
if we can get a ground ball or a pop-up here.
Benton and Sylvan Hills are the big games tonight. You want to see Benton lose one. That way you have a shot.
Oh, absolutely. I'd really like for Sylvan Hills to beat them both times, but them 10-5.
It's just a really hard ask.
Yeah. One would be nice, though.
It's already 4-0, top of the 6th. Benton's leading.
Now, Benton's already played BB, right? Beat them twice.
No count. With 2 outs, Brown trying to end the inning without any runs.
Good
Strike
pitch
on the outside part.
Good pitch.
I'm be honest, Chris. That was questionable.
It was.
We'll take it, though.
I'm gonna call it on the black. The very western side of the softball was on the black.
2-1. Ground ball. Toll fires. The throw gets her out. 3 outs. Eagles stay tied as we will bat the bottom of the 5th. Savannah King, the leadoff batter, bottom of the 5th. Tied 1-1. Delaney still in there pitching.
Squares to bunt.
She pulled it back though. Want to know. That one's hit the center.
She makes the kick.
Tatum Howe gets underneath it. And Sullivan's most mad about her not running through that bag. You know, she thought it was going to be an out, which it was, but.
Well, it should have been, but you never know.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of those get dropped or get misjudged.
Eagles, number 32.
If it does, you need to be standing on second base. All right, Lila.
Toll on the back.
Lila squared one up on a 2-0 count in the very first batter of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Squared one up pretty solidly, had a ground ball single, moved around and scored.
And we haven't been able to touch Delaney since.
Low. She needs to be patient here. Make sure she gets a good pitch to hit because I really don't think they're going to throw her anything to drive.
You can just look and see, oh, wait, she signed to Baylor. Maybe I shouldn't give her anything to hit here. The 2-0 pitch. Low.
What's he going to do? He doesn't say it, but he gave her a little sign there. I think she's got the green light. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't swing unless it was my perfect pitch.
The 3-0.
Inside.
Inside, she will, oh, late.
He called it a late strike. You gotta be kidding me.
It was just late, huh? And I thought it was inside. 3-1. Delaney. Dribbled.
She's gonna have to
To
hustle.
third, and it is bobbled. Toll gets on.
All right, we'll take it. Get a runner on. Not a real hard hit ball, but nonetheless, Frankie Caldwell couldn't come up with it.
Next up for your Lady Eagles.
Now we got a base runner on with one out.
Here's Cates, the new UAM commit. Swinging a miss on the breaking ball.
Nice pitch there.
Had gotten her swinging on 2 breaking balls so far.
Yep. Those are hard to stay in over. You want to have a tendency to pull off of them, trying to pull them.
Fouled back.
Ball's a little further outside.
You got to think Coach Kyle Lim and company at UAM are definitely proud of getting Olivia Cates on.
Well, you get speed, you get a great outfielder for sure.
And a great attitude.
And great, yeah, absolutely. And there's sure nothing wrong with her bat either. She's
No.
batting, I don't know what she's batting, over 600.
The 0-2 to Cates.
Has power. She can put the ball out of the park.
Toll running. Throw is
That's
errant.
a decoy throw right there. That's all that was. They were going to try to get her to go to third right there on that play. That's something they've been working on, I guarantee you. They're going to give her second knowing that they couldn't get her and try to decoy her to go to third.
Yeah. 1-2. Pitch to Cates. 2-2. Toll gets over to
away from the
third.
catcher. I'm telling you, just her presence on the base pass makes people do things they wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
That's the first ball that's gotten away from this catcher tonight.
Toll toying with Delaney.
She's got in her head right there.
You know, Chris, and what else you get in Olivia Cates for your UAM? A student council president. That's
Really? Oh,
nobody to run against her, so she's going to be the student council president.
Maybe nobody wants the job.
2-2. Low to Cates.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings to put Cates on and have first and third with one out. Then you've got some options there.
3 straight balls to Olivia Cates.
Yeah, there's Emma Sell's gloves. I see she got them on.
That one hit. Bobbled by the shortstop. She corrals. Throws
Scores
it to
total,
first.
RBI for Cates.
Cates.
That ball was almost misplayed.
Toll. If Toll doesn't get to third, guys, that doesn't happen.
No, that's exactly right. That happened the other night in the game where she got to third, and then she scored. Next player grounded out.
She's been the only 2 runs across in this game. Sal up to bat. I could have sworn it was 2 outs, and I was like, oh, she didn't score. It's like, wait a minute.
No, that's what I was saying.
One
If
out.
she could get on, it'd be first and third with one. She gets the RBI nonetheless.
Oh, 1 outside.
Shortstop there, she fielded the ball, but it wasn't clean. She bobbled in her glove a little bit, and I thought it was a lot closer play at first than it would have normally been.
Benton still leading 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1. Fouled off. Sal trying to battle back. This is the National Park signee. Trying to add more runs to our 1-run lead. Hit.
Get through.
Couldn't get through to the second baseman, Phoebe Caldwell. That'll end the inning. Not if the Eagles do score 1. Toll, the only 2 runs across. Eagles leading. Alexis Lucas, the leadoff batter for the top of the 6th. If you're just joining, we're paying attention to the Benton-Sylvan Hills game. Sylvan Hills a bases loaded to start the 6th. Then a wild pitch scored one, and then everybody rounded their bases. That one's through Sal's glove. Back to the fence. Chambly throws in, almost gets the runner. Just like that.
Ball was hard hit.
Such hard hit ball.
Hard hit.
Like I was saying, if you're just now joining.
That's why she's the DP. She can hit hard.
Yeah. If you're just now joining, Benton up 4-1 now in Sylvan Hills. Runners on 2nd and 3rd.
So we're going to get a runner for 21.
Number 6,
runner
Maddie
for the
Ray.
DP.
Maddie Ray, and is she the flex?
Yes, she is the center fielder.
Next up for the Lady Badgers, number 8, Haley Schellenbarger.
I thought it was number 8.
Oh.
I think it's number 8.
8 is up the bat. 6 is.
Oh, okay. That's I knew I saw 8 somewhere.
I saw a single-digit number out there, and it looked like a 6 or an 8. 8's up the bat, so I'm going to guess it's 6 out there. 0-1.
So I'm still learning about this flex and DP, these rules. I did not know you could put the flex in to run.
A pop-up bunt is caught by
Go
Sal.
two. Oh, he got back. Awesome.
What an awesome play by Emma Sal to get that pop-up bunt.
Well, she just made up for the previous play right there, big time and more.
She says, no,
There's not
today.
many people that can make that play.
Oh.
She was almost to the batter's box.
She says, no, not today, Haley Schellenbarger.
Nope.
This is a big-time game with big-time feel. 1 out. Brown, the pitch. Low. If you are doing nothing right now but listening to this broadcast, please come out for Game 2. It is going to be very, very fun, and it means a lot in conference implications.
2 strikes on Jones. Nope, 1 strike on Jones. I'm sorry. She pulls that one foul.
1-1. That one is a fair ball.
Gracie.
Porterfield, the throw home. And it's a stand-up double
just
for
barely
Madison
fair.
Jones.
Ties the ball game. Gracie was 1 inch from catching that ball.
And that ball was barely fair.
First baseman Kylie Wooten.
One and 0. Breaking ball makes it 1-1.
Nice
1-1.
pitch. Nice pitch. Changed up, just had her mesmerized right there.
Her breaking ball is one of the best. One, 2. Two and 2. I thought she went there. You can't ask for a look down at first because there's nobody there.
Nobody there. Umpire's in the field, the runner on second.
2 and 2. That's hit over to
Sally.
King. Routine ground ball.
Move the runner, but that's okay. Rather have that second out.
I would like at least a pump, maybe, if the runner's looking. To give you time to throw it over the third if they do.
He might have had a little bit of time there. We're going to get a pinch hitter here.
Next up for the Lady Badgers, number
Whit
41,
Whitley Ritchie,
Whitley Ritchie,
which, I mean, she
one of
is,
the other pitchers for Beebe.
yeah. Her sister Addison Ritchie, who's been injured, is a ASU Three Rivers commit. Or no, not ASU. She's the same Three Rivers Raylan Kelly's going to in Missouri, Poplar Bluff area. But she's injured, I believe. 2 outs. Outside. The 1-0. That
Nice
breaking ball
changeup.
fouled back.
Very nice changeup.
One and one now. Beebe is so loud in their dugout. Strike 2. You can just tell how highly contested this game is. Everybody is super loud. 2-2.
Well, I'm just glad we hadn't heard any of the trash talk we were hearing. What was that, the Sylvan? No, that was the
Sylvan, yeah.
Oh, Sylvan, yeah. Well, and last year at Beebe, it got pretty chippy there.
2-2, swinging, strike 3. Brown gets out of the inning, but not after Beebe tied it up.
All right, we got to get some runs.
Got to get some runs going to the bottom of the 6th. This is Vilonia High School softball on the Vilonia High School YouTube channel. Leading off, Raylan Kelly. We're here in the bottom of the 6th. Delaney still pitching.
They went
Fouled
inside
off of
on her.
Kelly's.
They've been going inside on her quite a bit. She fouls that one off.
The 0-1. Low.
Last couple innings, we've seen a little chink in the Lexi's armor there. She's thrown a couple in the dirt, low and away.
We've got to get some runs here.
How many pitches she got?
One moment. Normally I have it pulled up, but I'm watching the Benton-Sylvan Hills game. Lexi Delaney has 88 pitches on the day, 89.
Not terrible. I mean, we're in the 6th inning. This game's gone pretty quickly.
2-1.
Off the handle.
Pop up. A short stop. Riley King calls everybody off and says, I've got it. One
Seven
out.
Hills give them all they want.
Yeah.
Next up for your Lady Eagles, number 13, Linnea McLaughlin.
McLaughlin. She knows what to do. She can hit it anywhere she wants right now. Delaney,
Go,
back
go,
at the
go.
wall, off the top of the wall.
Big bounce
McLaughlin
off the wall.
rounding first, gets to second, and a double for the junior.
That ball was hammered. Line drive to left field off the Lawrence family sign. See what Kendall can do to move her around.
Next up for your Lady Eagles, number 21, Kendall Shambly.
Kendall gives a smile to the press box.
Chambly.
Linnea just absolutely smoked that ball.
One out. Chambly to right center. It's past the center fielder. McLaughlin will stop at
Gonna
third.
hold McLaughlin.
And Chambly on second.
Back-to-back doubles. Now we're in business. That ball was hammered as well. Dead center field. A little left of center. If they don't make a great throw right there, McLaughlin's going to score. But they did make a good throw getting into the infield.
Well, and she tried to tag up too. Because you
didn't know because the center fielder was deep, so you didn't know if she was going to catch or not. That was the right play. She had to tag up. Coach Smith got well down the baseline because he wanted to be able to make sure he knew that Linnea was going to make the turn there, and he wanted to read that ball coming in because if it's bobbled at all, he's going to tell her to come on home.
Yep.
But they stopped it, made a good stop, got it in the infield, got it cut off, and so he had to hold her up.
Do we go with the bunt here? Suicide bunt?
With Reed up? Yeah, I mean, that'd be a really good player to do it with. I don't know that I'd do a suicide, but, you know, you can do with runners on. They almost have to go to first with the ball to get out. They've only got one out. So their only option would be to eat it, try to bait that runner from third. Then you got bases loaded with one out for senior Dita Porterfield. So not great options for the Lady Badgers right here.
They need strikeouts is what they need. They don't need any ground outs. They need strikeouts.
Well, you know, you don't ever want to give away the go-ahead run, but to get to 2 outs and 1 run scored would put them in a pretty good position. Runs are at a premium in this game.
Yes. You don't want to give up any runs. And this Beebe team.
Reed can hit the ball hard too, though. She can hit that. Look at the gap between center field and right field right there. You got the Vilonia Pharmacy sign, the Pet Detective, the Arkansas All Flow, the Lane Dentistry, and Baldwin selling DNR Concrete. Anywhere in there. 5
signs. And
it's going to score some runs.
She needs a single here. Here's Reed.
Oh,
it's
Reed.
Hit her.
That is not the right play. Clearly, Lexi did not mean to do that. That hurt. We heard that from over here, and I hope she's okay. That got her right in the middle of the back. Tough kid. She got smoked right there. They certainly did not want to load the bases on purpose. Now that kind of takes the bunt out of play because you got to force out at home.
Yeah.
So we've got to have either a high fly ball to the outfield, something in the gap, ground ball through the infield.
Trainer looking on Reed right now.
You know, big pop up anywhere in the outfield is going to score a run as long as it's not shallow left.
Reed seems to be all right.
Laney's been pitching inside quite a bit tonight.
That's the first one you've seen hit anybody.
Yeah, no, we had a hit by a pitch earlier, but it wasn't that bad. You know what, it may have been Reed. It was Reed. She got hit in the second inning. She got hit right on the elbow.
Gosh.
Yeah, she's been hit twice.
That one's hit down the right field line, and it is
look
a
at the
foul
late call.
ball.
He never made a call until the runner passed first base. He stuck his hands out. I want to go back and look at the replay. He looked at that like, I don't know what to call, and there was no help. Porterfield smoked that ball down the line. That would have been at least 2.
It would have been at least 2. 0-1. Benton kind of blowing open the Sylvan Hills game at 7-2.
It's probably the right call. I'm just upset that he waited so late to make it.
The 0-1. Swing and miss by Porterfield.
Speed outside. Got her swinging there.
0-2. One out. The senior, Dia Porterfield. Hit.
Go for the lead runner.
Force at home.
Got her on the force out. Got her on the force out.
He called the out.
So we got 3-2 on the play. 3-2 force out.
So we still have bases loaded.
Now there's 2 out. Dita's on first.
Next up for the Lady Eagles, number 2, Savannah King.
Even though you had
Tensions are getting a little high
it's a little hot. I'm going to stay silent for a second.
now.
Good play to get him at home. Just slid to the inside part of the bag instead of the outside. Caught the catcher. Now you've got the freshman, Savannah King. Got to have some nerves here, Chris. There's got to be a lot of nerves out of this freshman.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, she started the season a little bit nervous. She's really settled down and come into her own here, made some great plays at second base, had some great hits. She's had some triples, some doubles. I think she can do it.
I don't care how old you are, you're nervous in this situation. The 0-1 to King. Outside.
Well outside.
Eagles looking to get an insurance run. Well, just need a run, not an insurance run. Just need a run to take the lead.
Well, need to go ahead run.
The 1-1 to King. Ball.
Came back inside on her after 2 straight outside pitches.
Two outs. Delaney to King. Slap hit to left. It'll get down. The go-ahead run will score off the slap hit from Savannah King. And now the top of the order, Lila Toll.
Was that Chambly that scored? Yeah, so we got Reed on third, Porterfield on second, King on first.
Benton pretty much blown open the game against Sylvan Hills. It's 9-2 in the first of that one. Pitch to Toll.
Oh, that
hits
got
her, and that will score Toll, or score Reed.
On the elbow.
Toll on to first, and just like that, 2-run lead after 2 pitches.
So after Sylvan Hills kind of clawed their way back to a 4-2 game, then Benton blew it open, huh?
Next up for your Lady Eagles, number 31, Olivia Cates.
All right, Cates.
Now the UAM signee, or excuse me, commit.
2-out rally, Connor.
We love it. That one's hit to right center.
That's going to score
It's
two.
going to get down. Here comes Dita Porterfield and Savannah King. And that is a huge single.
There we go.
Fire me up, Olivia Cates. 6-2 the score.
Now things are coming a little bit unglued for the Lady Badgers.
Four runs in this 2-out rally.
And the Lady Eagles are one batter from batting around in the order.
Lady Eagles, number 14, Emma Sowell.
Sal is singled, walked, and grounded out to second.
You know why? It's the gloves.
The gloves,
It's the gloves.
I'm telling you. It's the Easter gloves.
That one's low.
Ball gets away and moves up Cates to second base.
One 1-0 to Emma Sal. And there's strike one.
Emma made a fantastic diving catch for an out right in front of the plate.
2-1. Here comes Toll.
She'll
get there.
She gets under it. There is, Connor, there's no way on this earth that anybody should score on that play.
Nobody.
Nobody should score on that play. That ball was not 6 foot from the plate. The catcher did a great job keeping it in front of her and still couldn't get the ball back to the plate in time to get
I'm in
Lila
awe.
Toll. I mean, as soon as she saw the ball hit the dirt, she was gone, and she is not going to check out.
I'm in awe.
Nobody would even try to score on that. That's just amazing.
Wow. 3-1.
Of course, Cates moves to third on the play easily. 3-1 count to Sal. You can be very picky here, Emma.
Fouled off.
That was a good pitch to hit. Just missed it.
She's been in front of a
Right
lot.
down the middle.
Full count, 2 outs. Eagles leading 7-2.
I'm telling you what, Vilonia players are wound up.
The full count pitch.
Oh, another great pitch. Just missed that one as well.
Delaney been pitching the entire game. That's a
up.
pop up. And that will end the
that
inning.
was almost trouble.
Eagles get 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Wow.
Yeah, that's about all you can say about that is
This,
wow.
this is softball. Eagles leading 7-2. We'll see you in the top of the 7th. Top of the order, leadoff batter, Tatum Howell. Kinley Brown, the freshman, still in to pitch. A slap hit right to Porterfield. The Badgers are down to their last 2 outs.
Well, they had that one played perfect, didn't they? Leader was played right there just short of middle left field for the slap, and that's exactly what happened. She was standing right, had to take about 2 steps back. Phoebe Caldwell.
1 out. In there for a strike. Swing and a miss by Phoebe Caldwell. 0-2.
It's a big pitch right there. Most likely takes the bunt out of play.
Brown looking, strike 3. The Badgers are down to their last out.
Well, you remember that one you thought was borderline a couple innings ago? I think we got it back right there.
Yeah.
The dugout warning.
So what happens if we come back out of the dugout after a dugout warning and, like, what can he do?
There's really nothing. He could eject some players if he can identify
Which one's
previous player, you know, that didn't follow the warning. But they've been doing it on both sides of the fence tonight. In a game like this, you're not going to keep kids.
That's a
Should be the game.
hit at the middle.
There it is.
Toll over to Sal. That'll do it. Eagles win game 1. Exciting game. Can't wait for next game.
Wow.
Just beat them
That
7-2.
was huge. That was huge.
After a 5-run, 6-inning Eagles win.
That was huge. I don't even have the words for that. 5 runs in the 6th to come back from a 2-2 game. Down 2-1 at one point, down 1-0 right off the bat. Kept fighting, put together a string of hits, took advantage of a hit batsman, and poured it on them there at the end.
Can't ask for a better ball game. Hey, come out for game 2. Make sure you're here in just about 30 minutes. First pitch will be for Connor Hudgens, Chris Lacey. Eagles win 7-2.